So, it's Sheffield Wednesday versus Middlesbrough at home. Do we think we'll win? Probably not. But let's just see what happens. Hello and welcome to the video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing let me know you like the video. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So Sheffield Wednesday are playing a Middlesbrough team who will be wanting to try and get that last final push to get a playoff place. Now, the thing is, Bristol City need us to win to confirm that they can get playoffs today. Well, there's one where you look at it, you go, I'm sorry, Bristol City, I don't see you doing it. I'll be brutally honest. We haven't won at home since, January 1st? So it's going to be difficult. But let's see what happens. Thank you for everyone who joined the live stream watch along as well. It was really good. Thank you once again. I appreciate that. So here are your team lineups. Pierre-Charles, Valerie, Autobio, Johnson, Shea Charles, Ingleton, Bannon, Gassama, Windass, Patterson, Smith. So that obviously means there is no Dominic Iorfa and there is no Michael Whitway. Both picked up knocks. Beadle, Palmer, Hatsay, Chalobah, Armstrong, Masaba, Jamal Lowe, Kabachi and McNeil. Hopefully we can give up McNeil if he comes on the pitch. Then we got Middlesbrough who line up with Travers, Vanderbilt, Hackney, Whitaker, Dyche, Steele, Howson, Morris, Azaz, Falls, Conway, Ling Jr. They've got Glover, Baralassa, Fry, Anicho, Bunger, I can't say that one, Adamson, Leonhan, Giles and McCabe on the bench. Apologies if you are a Borough fan. I just struggle with names and some of them were really difficult for me. And if Conway's anything to go by from the Plymouth fan channel, Jack, who've been on before, we got to keep an eye on Conway. He's gone a little bit viral at Jack recently for some of the things he's done. He's been clipped out, so we'll see. But Sheffield Wednesday would like to get 3 points, but with everything that's going on at the minute in the club, it would have wanted you just see what happens because everything just seems a little bit of a mess, and I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. But let's see what happens. Let's try and concentrate on the game. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be there today just because it's wet. It's Bank Holiday Monday, and a lot of people are choosing not to go and vote with their feet. So we'll see what happens today. So that was a very eventful first half, to say the least. We started quite well, to be fair, trying to put a bit of pressure on us, trying to go forward. We thought we had the ball in the back of the net. It wasn't. I think it was given for offside, sadly. But then Middlesbrough go up the other end and get a goal. It was poor defending by Sheffield Wednesday once again. A really bad defending. Marvin Johnson really at fault. And you're thinking, is it going to be one of those games where the flood doors open and we're like going, oh, here we go again, a flood door. But we're trying to get back into it. And then they get a penalty. And it's not a penalty for me. Like, Ingleson get headlocked and then pulled down. And then the player makes a meal out of it. And Ingleson gets a yellow card. But it's an absolute fantastic save by Pierre-Charles. Really good save by Pierre-Charles, and then follows it up with another save to keep it in. He made some really good saves so far. We try to get the ball forward, bit of head tennis at the time, and we do score. We get it in the back of the net, and it's a lovely volley from Barry Bannon from outside the box. But the referee blows his whistle as he sees the keeper down. But he just waits and waits. He don't blow it straight away. He waited a bit. I think Bobby Madley's had a bit of a mare of a game, to be fair. I don't think he's had a good game at all. I think he really, really struggled to keep an eye on this game and keep it on the thing. There's some decisions that have just been not right for me. A lot of pulling. Smith is on the yellow card. Ingleson's on the yellow. Banner needs to make sure he doesn't get walked into the book as well because there's lots of things. We did start to play a bit of better football, trying to move it forward. Windass had an excellent shot that just whistled past the post. It was a really good ball in by Ingleson just to get him to the back post to get it in there. But he's had to do a bit of defending. Till the penalty save, we were under the cosh a bit. The penalty save kind of gave us a bit of momentum, gave us a bit of that, right, let's just go for it now. Let's go and try and get something. Because we have been knocking on their door, and it's just been little saves or a little bit of bad reffing that have caused it not to help us. So I think we're going to have to see what happens in the second half for me, because so far they've been signed where you can see us getting a goal here, but it's making sure that we can actually get that goal. And that's the worrying bit at the minute. I don't see where that goal is going to come yet. So we'll see. But so far, we've tried to make the chances, and we've just not buried them. But I'll be interested to see what Danny does in the second half, if he's going to make any changes. Pierre Charles is having an absolute blinder, though, which is good to see after the mistake on Friday. Let's hope we can keep it up. But Sheffield Wednesday are losing currently 1-0 versus Middlesbrough. So, we make a change at half-time. Masaba comes on for Gassama, so hopefully there isn't a knock there. But we start to play some really good football, knocking it around really well, doing really well. End-to-end at times as well, and you're thinking, can we just try and get hold of the game? And Josh Windass gets the goal, but it's an excellent ball in to Michael Smith, who once again hit the crossbar. The man cannot get a break at minute. It's then drilled in by Ingolson, and Windass just puts his toe out and gets it in. Kind of go to the crowd a little bit with the celebration, but at the end of the day, Josh has got that in him at times, and I get it, but we are really pushing forward and trying to get something. They try and put some pressure on us, and we have to defend really well at the back, and we do so. We're thinking, can we try and just carry on and get something? Because it's been all Wednesday in that second half. Then it started to get a bit end-to-end, a bit more like a basketball game than a football game at times. Armstrong comes on for Ingolson. I thought Ingolson had an excellent game today. Played some really good football, trying to just get us on the front foot. And we've had to do a bit of defending and defend well. I think you're looking at it and you're just thinking, can we just try and see if there's anything else? Because this is the best we've played it in a long time. And I mean a real long time. Good ball in. Autobio heads it wide. It's unlucky, sadly. And annoyingly, Autobio picks up an injury. So it's another injury at the back. So it means Palmer has to come on and Autobio goes off, which is a shame, because that means it's another injury at the back. That means Iorfa, Whitway, Autobio now going into the last two games is not what you want to see. But Masaba, really scrappy goal for it. Really scrappy. Patterson ball back into middle, causing all kinds of problems. Mick got a touch, and Masaba managed just to poke it in. It's a scrappy goal, but you'll take all of them as they come. But it's 8 minutes of added time, and they put on the pressure. They really try and put on the pressure. They're trying everything to try and get a goal. And they got to properly go for it because results are not going their way to a point. I think some of the teams in and around it have not done well today. A lot of the teams in the playoffs are struggling. We'll talk about in a minute. 97-minute plus. They have an excellent chance. Really good chance. Ball goes in. They get it forward. They hit the crossbar, and it's literally a millimetre. It's about that far on the line before it gets where you do the goal line technology, and we get it away. We hold on to get all 3 points at home for the first time since January the 1st, since that derby game. Sheffield Wednesday get all 3 points at last. It puts us on 13th place on 56 points, so it means we're going to have more points than next season, last season even, sorry. The bottom three is interesting. 43 points for Plymouth, 43 points for Cardiff, Luton on 46, Derby on 46, Hull on 48, Oxford on 49, Preston 49, Stoke 50, Portsmouth 52, QPR 53, as well as Norwich 53. At the top, Leeds United are on 94 points with a 6-0 thrashing at Stoke City. Burnley and Sheffield United yet to play. Sunderland, Bristol City, Coventry, Middlesbrough all lost, and Millwall get a win, and they're slowly creeping into it. Maybe they could do something, and it's interesting. Middlesbrough and Coventry play on the last day of the season, but Sheffield Wednesday get all 3 points, and I'm so happy to be sat here saying there's all 3 points. It's nice to be celebrating a win at home because it's been such a long time. Pompey net, but we get all 3 points. Let's move on to the next one, see what happens this week in the world of Sheffield Wednesday, see what we got to look forward to in terms of anything, because we know what the club's like at the minute. It's weird, it's not great, but 3 points help make you feel a little better on a Easter Monday. But let's go in and see what the last 2 games of seasons will hold.